And joining us now live via Zoom is Reverend Samson Chohan with the Lutheran Maritime Ministry. For over 25 years, LMM has served the crews of the ships that dock in our ports of Long Beach and Los Angeles. Reverend, good morning, and thank you so much for joining us.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Thank you for having me on your show.
Oh, you got that good baritone radio voice. Lovely, voice. Lovely. So, you know, these sailors, as we just pointed out in Parker's piece, they're having a really tough time, morale low. You know, some of them haven't seen their family for months stuck on those ships. Tell us about the work you do to support them.
We basically go to as many vessels as possible on the ports of Long Beach and Los Angeles. And what we do, we go and introduce ourselves, and we tell them we are friends of sailors. We are pastors and chaplains. So we go to visit the ship with spiritual encouragement. But while we address that issue, before that, we ask them for their physical needs, if they have any. If they need something from the city, if they need something from the stores, or if they need something from the Seafarer Center. So we introduce ourselves as friend of sailors, and then we sit down with them and listen to their stories.
And what a beautiful, moment that is, you know, to have that type of support and have you all show up for them. What are some of the things that they are sharing with you?
As we befriend with them, and as they open up, they share their internal, their struggle or their emotional struggle. They say they cannot go out, and that's why they cannot see the world. They are cramped. Sometimes they feel in their cubicles, and all they see is 22 average number of sailors on the ship, on the vessel, and all they see is each other all the time, and it's a it looks like an open jail sometimes if they cannot go out.
Oh, it must feel like that. I mean, I can imagine. They've been there for months. They can't see their family. I read that there's some, you know, they lack goods and food and things that they really would like to have. Is there one person's story particularly that you'd like to share with us?
Yes, definitely. I will not name a person, but I heard from one sailor a suicidal thoughts, a story of committing suicide. And that sailor was very desperate. And then I sat with him, prayed with him, read from the Holy Scripture, from the Bible, and supported him and said that these days will pass away.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. And
in my other interview with, I think, NPR, I shared a story of a gentleman who was so disturbed because of the long absence from home. His wife was about to divorce him.
Yeah.
So we go through heart-wrenching stories, and all we do is listen to them.
And what is the message?
Human toll, yeah.
You know, and I think sometimes,
human toll.
I think sometimes one of the greatest gifts you could give someone is the gift of your presence, and is the gift of just being there and just listening. What is the message that you would like to convey to any sailors out there who are struggling? What do you want them most to know?
Absolutely. You said it so correct. I will share another story of another sailor, and this gentleman is from India. I approached the ship, and he was sitting alone in his cabin, mourning the death of his father-in-law.
Oh.
And he was so close to his father-in-law that he was almost like a father to him. And he told me that, Pastor, you came to visit me at the right time. And I sat with him and listened to his story. And then we listened to some Sufi music sitting in his cabin. And he felt relieved. He felt so relieved that someone was there to hear him. And I heard him. The message I have for all the sailors out there, and I realize the number is 111 container ship waiting in the Bridgewater. My message is that the worst part is behind us. We are looking forward to a new dawn. There is hope.
Oh,
God
beautiful.
is still on the throne.
Yes.
Reverend, that kind of spiritual support is so vital, particularly to those who feel desperate and lonely. And so thank you for the work that you do. Thank you for sharing the work that you do with these sailors. I know it makes such a big difference. We wish you the very best, and thank you for sharing your work with us.
Thank you very much for having me. It's a beautiful work, and we love it.
Yeah,
thank you.
Proud to have
Sacred
you on.
work.
Yes, thank you very much.
It's like even when it's dark and it's hard to even find the light.
We keep talking about the cargo and the goods and services that won't hit our shelves, but there's human capital there too that really needs our support.
What do we have if we don't have hope?
That's right.